Welcome back to NASCAR SpideyDitko Cup Series Racing. We're here at the track that has many names. You can call it Thunder Valley, the last great Coliseum, the world's fastest half mile, and the Bull Ring. But this is Bristol Motor Speedway here in Thunder Valley, Tennessee. It is the first short track race of the season, first of 3 short tracks this season. And the stars of the Cup Series have arrived here, 30 to be exact, and all of them are here to tackle on this tough and aggressive racetrack. One of the racetracks that will define a driver's talent, and Bristol Motor Speedway is definitely a track that you would want to show off your talent the most here today. The Bushbury Pole Award went to Chase Elliott for his first pole of the season. So it's going to be interesting to see how well the Hendrick cars do this year and how well Chase Elliott will do this year in this race. He's expecting to have a very fast race car here in Bristol. As we're going to have a look at now the Walmart starting grid lineup for today's race. 30 cars in for today's race. It is the lowest amount of cars we've had so far in the season. In the Daytona 500, we only had 30 cars there as well, so a bit of a not that many drivers in this field. Hendrick's second front row start, William Byron in second, Eric Jones, last year's winner, along with Ryan Blaney. Eric Almirola, Daytona 500 winner, and last week's winner, Denny Hamlin. Clint Boyer and Joey Logano this time around in the Pennzoil car. Jimmy Johnson, this is one of the few tracks where he was really good at last weekend, along with Paul Menard. He led a few laps here last year. Brad Keselowski and Ryan Newman. Alex Bowman a bit far back, along with Kevin Harvick, who led the most laps last weekend. Kyle Larson next to Austin Dillon. Kyle Busch, the Bristol Master, a bit far behind, along with Ricky Stenhouse. This is one of his few better tracks too. Daniel Suarez and Matt DiBenedetto. DiBenedetto's expecting to have a really fast car here today. Mark Truex Jr. looking for his first Bristol triumph, along with Ty Dillon, have to do it way far in the back. Chris Buescher, Daniel Hemrick, his first time here in a Cup car at Bristol. Kurt Busch has a lot of wins here in Bristol, along with Bubba Wallace. Ryan Preece and Corey LaJoie alongside each other. And Jamie McMurray and Ross Chastain. So here is the race analysis. Well, there's actually 31 cars in today's race. My bad. It says 500 kilometers here to around here today. This is not put in miles. This is kilometers. 30 laps, and Chase Elliott is on the pole. So you take a look at that lap mark. This is one of the few long races this season. This is a racetrack where attrition is high. Green flag in the air. Elliott already down to the bottom of William Byron. Turn 3 and 4 they go. Elliott tries that PJ1 put down on the racetrack, as a few drivers here today or a few are trying to, or DiBenedetto going 3 wide right there. And one of the few things at Bristol that will be common is the lap traffic will be very difficult. It's really hard to get around these guys. As you can see, William Byron got caught up by a lap car, and Eric Jones took that opportunity to get there. Eric Jones, one of the few guys who's really good at Bristol, has Xfinity wins and a Cup win last year here, as well as we got a lot of 3 wide action. Oh, Ryan Newman spins. Oh, Kyle Busch around already. And one few common thing that I forgot to mention, Larry McReynolds trends. What is it? Well, I mean, throughout the first few laps of a race here in Bristol, we've always had a caution on lap number 5, and unfortunately, Kyle Busch, the Bristol Master, in this modern era, got caught up in that one. Thank you, Larry. That is one of the few important things to note about this race, and that is there is always a lot of cautions in this race. But wow, it's so ready. And Kyle Busch is mad. He is heated at Ricky Stenhouse Jr. He was the car that put him into the wall right there. You know, one of the few things here in Bristol, and that is you can really get tight with another driver. And by tight, I mean you can really get squished. And one move can ultimately end your day. And unfortunately for Kyle Busch, this may end his day so far. He was going for yet another Bristol win. As the green flag back out, Erik Jones trying to take the lead away from Elliott. It really seems like that. One common thing that we are going to pay attention to is that with these rear spoilers, these giant spoilers, as it's going to be pretty difficult to pass. As you can just see Erik Jones, he's getting to the outside of Chase Elliott. He's there, but he just can't put the pass. Erik Jones was close there a couple times as Kyle Busch is trying to make his way down the pit road. I think that, Bernard giving DiBenedetto a shove right there. And 3 wide for position there. That is Joey Logano and Jimmy Johnson and Aric Almirola going right there at it. And look at Matt DiBenedetto. Qualified really well, and he is now battling a Penske car. That is a Joe Gibbs affiliated racing car, but we got a crash right here. Another one. It's Suarez and Larson. I was just talking about Matt DiBenedetto's really good day, but now Kyle Larson and Daniel Suarez wrecked here on lap number 15 of 30. A lot of chaos so far, and we haven't even gotten to the halfway point yet in this race, which will be at lap number 20. But I was just talking about Matt DiBenedetto and his great run he was having, and he's so far on a really good lap, and I believe that he's inside the top 10 so far. Now we'll restart lap 18 of 20. Chase Elliott has led almost every lap so far in today's Bristol Derby. It's been a Bristol Derby so far. And pace car pulls down. Green flag back in the air. Elliott, good start. Benedetto right there. And around sideways is Joey Logano. And hard into him is the 3 of Austin Dillon. Again, caution after caution. And on these restarts, has been crazy though, But, wow, I mean, a really good race car. Joey Logano, he made a 3 wide pass on Aric Almirola and Jimmy Johnson there. And got caught up in that one. And Austin Dillon had nowhere to go. And actually, fun fact, this is the 3rd DNF that Austin Dillon has had this season. Wow, I mean, if you're an Austin Dillon fan, then these races must be miserable. I cannot tell you how much that is bearable just to watch. I have just no idea how you can just get through that. So we'll have a restart right here. This is lap 22 out of 30. We got into the halfway point. And can Elliott pull the Bristol win here today? Green flag back out. Look at Martin Truex Jr. passing both. Making a pass on the 24 there. And as Denny Hamlin making his way up to the front right here. DiBenedetto, I think that his Bristol luck may run out. But Alex Bowman now making his way to the top 10 or the top 5. Along with Kurt Busch and Kevin Harvick. Look at Martin Truex Jr. going at it with the 12 of Blaney there. He gets the 2nd spot. Jockeying for positions behind. Everyone's trying to get the points. The top 10 reward the most points. Just to remind you, Matt DiBenedetto going at it with Denny Hamlin. And look at Alex Bowman now to the top 5. Side by side for the lead right here. Martin Truex Jr. Can he pull the pass? Yes. Maybe he will. And he has the lead. Got it. Right there. With only 2 to go, Martin Truex Jr. takes the lead at Bristol. And coming around to the white flag. 1 lap to go. Martin Truex Jr. didn't qualify well today. But today he is on the top of the board. Martin Truex Jr. gets his first win at Bristol in the Cup Series. And everyone makes it through pretty cleanly right here. Martin Truex Jr. gets his first triumph in Bristol, doing a little 360 burnout on his way to Victory Lane, one of the unique victory lanes in the Cup Series. It's on top of the building. Martin Truex Jr. gets a win in the Auto Owners Toyota, his first win with Joe Gibbs Racing. It almost seems like, I mean, they looked like the old 78 Furniture Road Racing team that once dominated the Cup Series and that once... the team that once that was finishing in first in a lot of mile-and-a-half races. But Martrix Jr. gets his first win at Bristol. He has now won at Martinsville and Bristol, and he is now going to Richmond. He's looking for his first Richmond win. So it would be amazing if he can get the win at Richmond. But what a great performance by him. Congrats, Brandon Crayson, on the big win at Bristol. You're the only car to pass Chase Elliott all day, and we're only one to get him on those last few laps, those final 8 laps. Thank you for watching, and as we take a look at the point standings, Chase Elliott makes his way to the top 10 in points. Matty Benedetto comfortably in 5th. Eric Almirola lost 3rd from his teammate Kevin Harvick there from today. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you next Monday at Richmond.